Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now, if you're like me and you are getting sucked in by this whole daylight savings time thing this week and you are just walking around looking super tired, it's even worse if you have kids like I do because they don't take note of daylight savings. They still just wake up at their normal time. I've been really tired, so I wanted to do a look for you guys that would show you some little tricks to make yourself look a little more awake. So this is the completed look. A contoured eye with a little bit of blue liner and a bright, fun fuchsia lip to kind of brighten up the look and kind of call attention away from your tired eyes. If you'd like to see the actual step-by-step of the look, keep on watching. Okay, so the very first step is going to be to moisturize your skin. I let it soak in for a few minutes before applying anything else, so I've already done that step. And today I used my Ultra Moisture Day Cream by Ren. The next step is going to be to prime your skin, and today I'm going to be using a brightening primer by Tarte. It's the Clean Slate Flawless 12-Hour Brightening Primer. We'll see if I can get that to focus. Oh, there we go. I like this one because it's not only a little on the hydrating side, but it also has like kind of like this little bit of a pearlescence to it. So I take just a little squirt there, and I'm going to emulsify it with my fingertips, and starting in the center of my face, start to apply it all over the surface. Really concentrating more on my T-zone, where I have the largest pores and the most amount of oil. This primer is also really nice because it has like this fresh kind of orange zest type scent to it. And then I'm going to pat just a little bit what's left on my fingertips under my eyes here because it's got that hydrating, brightening effect to it. And my under eyes are quite tired today, as you can see from that time change. Okay, so next I am going to use some foundation. Today I'm trying out the L'Oreal Paris True Match Lumi Healthy Luminous Makeup. And the color that I'm using is W1-2 Porcelain Light Ivory. And it's supposedly nice and illuminating and hydrating, so I'm going to try it. I'm using my Beauty Blender, my Beauty Blender-esque sponge, since it's not technically a Beauty Blender. I'm going to start in the center of my face and start applying this foundation. I'm going to get over my eyelid here too with the foundation, just to block out a little bit of those veins that are kind of showing up a little bit on my eyelids because they're really dry today. It seems to have decent coverage, although I've had to use like 5 pumps already to really cover my whole face. Well, now that I have my foundation on, I'm already looking a little more rested, a little more awake. My skin tone is evened out and brightened up. Looking exceptionally pale today, but we'll fix that. We'll add some color back in with some bronzer and blush, etc. Now I'm going to conceal under my eyes, and today I'm going to be using Erase Paste by Benefit in number 1 Fair, and I'm just going to dab my ring finger in and kind of whatever sticks to it. I'm going to take that and I'm going to pat it. When I'm really tired and I really need more coverage, I always reach for my Erase Paste because it's a really thick consistency. It is really a lot like paste. And I find that it just lasts better and covers better, and so you can see kind of the difference that it's already made with brightening that under eye area up. Plus Plus it also has kind of like an automatically built in a little bit of like a peachy kind of tint to it, which is great for neutralizing dark under eye circles. Okay, so there, I'm looking a little less tired, and it's kind of got like this really reflective quality, so you can kind of see it's looking shiny under my eyes. So I'm going to take my Real Techniques buffing brush, and I'm going to start to put a little bit of powder. I don't really want to powder too much, but I do want to set the makeup a little bit. And I'm using the Smashbox Halo Hydrating Powder. And it's upside down. Of course it's upside down. Halo Hydrating Perfecting Powder in Fair, which is my favorite powder of all time. Because usually when you're tired, your skin is very dehydrated. And this is a hydrating powder. A little bit. Alright, so now the next step for me is always to bronze. And my favorite product is Signature A Club. I've had this for, I want to say almost 2 years now. It was from Home Shopping Network or QVC or something like that. I don't know. I'll have to look it up and I'll put the information in the down bar if it's still even available. But it's the Nefertiti Golden Patina for skin. And it is this giant bronzing palette. And you can kind of see where there used to be a raised, I guess, Nefertiti head. But I love that it's got these stripes of all these different bronze colors. And then I just swirl them all together. And it gives me a really, really pretty color to my skin. The brush that I like to use is by Clinque. It's their bronzer brush. I like that it's really, really big and it's super soft. So place it in, swirl it around a little bit, tap off any excess, and I just kind of go in big, broad strokes. I kind of just place it right on my cheek here and buff around. And with this lighting, I look a little orange at this particular second. In person, I really don't, but looking on this viewfinder, I look a little orange. And I was just about to say how much I love this product because the color is nice. For my fair skin, it doesn't make me look too orangey. No, in person I really don't look orangey. Weird. Okay, well, I'm just going to tone it down just a little bit by just buffing up the tops and bottoms of my cheekbone. But just a little bit of color to kind of put the life back into my skin. But next I'm going to actually highlight and contour my face. And I am going to use a Real Techniques contour brush. And I have a little sample of Hoola by Benefits. Their bronzing powder that I got in some kind of kit. So I'm going to use that today. And just going to contour under my cheekbones here. And around my temple and my hairline. So now I'm going to add a little bit of highlight. And I'm going to be using another Smashbox product for this. This is the Fusion Soft Lights Baked Stardust. And focus, maybe. Oh, yes. Okay, I think there it goes. What I love about this is that there's different colors. So I can, if I'm using it on other people, I can rotate it. And if I have darker skin tones, I can kind of use these bronzy golden colors. For fair skin tones, I can just turn it just a little bit and blend together these three lighter colors. So medium skin tones, I can kind of just use those three. So it's really, really universal. which is why I love it. But I'm obviously going to use the lightest ones. And I'm going to take my contour brush and I'm going to use it to highlight up my cheekbone. And pat just a little bit right under here. I don't want a strong highlight, but I do want to brighten that area up just a little bit. Okay, now I'm going to do my eyebrows. Okay, so now that I have my brows done, I have some contouring, some highlighting, a little bit of bronzer for color. I'm going to add some blush to my cheeks. And I'm using from the Tarte limited edition 9 to 5 collection. I'm using one of the little palettes that kind of pop in and out of the little purse. And it's kind of got these mauvey purpley kind of colors and then some pinky neutral colors. But I'm going to use this really pretty pink blush. And I'm going to use a Real Techniques brush for that. This is the stippling brush. And I'm going to tap that in there. And I'm going to just kind of brighten up the apple of my cheek here and work backwards. So the next step that I'm going to do is to use a cream eyeshadow. And I'm going to use Makeup Forever Aqua Cream. And this one is shade 13. And it is this really pretty champagne kind of color. And I'm just going to get right in there with my ring finger here. Put some on, and then I'm just going to apply that to the lid. Now I've already put a little bit of foundation to cancel out any veins and discoloration on my lid. But this also helps to not only grab the eyeshadow and help it last longer, but since it's shimmery and pigmented, it's going to brighten up that area as well. I'm going to sweep just a little bit underneath my eye. Okay, so I've got those primed and ready to go for our eyeshadow here. And I'm going to go back to using that little 9 to 5 palette. And I'm going to start off with this shimmery kind of pinky champagne color. And I'm going to use a brush by Too Faced. It's a dual-ended one. There's a little sponge tip here and then just a little regular shadow brush. I'm going to use that to press the color all over my lid from the lash line right up to my crease. Now I'm going to highlight under my brow bone, and I'm actually going to use a matte product for this because I don't want it to be too shimmery all over. So I'm going to go to my Lorac Pro Palette here, and I'm going to use cream. And I'm going to use that same brush again. I'm just going to apply it under the highlight, or under the brow bone. So now I'm going to take this like light grayish taupe kind of color. And I'm going to use another Real Techniques brush. And this is the Deluxe Crease brush. I'm going to use that to apply the color into my crease. Okay, so now I have that color in my crease. I'm going to go in with a slightly darker color from this Lorac Pro Palette. And I'm going to go in with Sable. Only this time I'm not going to use this brush. I'm going to actually use the base shadow brush from Real Techniques. And it's kind of flat with a little bit of a point. So I'm going to kind of take that point and run it through Sable here. And the color is on this side, so there's nothing on this side. So I'm going to take that side down, and I'm going to place it here in my crease, so that when I run the color, it's going to literally just get the underside of that bone. It's literally going to lay right into my crease here and just shadow underneath the bone. Now I'm going to take that Deluxe Crease brush and I'm just going to soften the inside corner just a little bit. I don't want it to be too harsh where it stops. Perfect. Okay, now I'm going to highlight just a little bit more, and I'm going to take this nice, beautiful matte white color. Literally just called white because what else are you going to call pure white? And I'm going to take it just in the highest part of the arch, and the brush that I'm using is Real Techniques accent brush. I'm just going to give it a little hint more lift up here. So I don't want this real sharp highlight under my brows, but I do want to give them enough light that they appear lifted so that I do appear more rested. Okay, so now that I've got that basic step done, I am going to apply my eyeliner before I put any color in my crease as an accent color. And I'm going to be using Maybelline MasterDrama by Eye Studio in Sapphire Strength, because I'm wearing some blue and gray today, so I kind of wanted to wear some fun blue eyeliner. And like a bright blue eyeliner or a navy eyeliner is a good way to make the whites of your eyes appear brighter. Like using a blue based lipstick will make your teeth look whiter. Blue and yellow kind of counteract each other, and it reduces the appearance of yellow to your eyes, just like it reduces the appearance of yellow to your teeth. So it just kind of brightens up and whitens the look of the eyes. Okay, so I'm going to start with my eyeliner. I'm going to hold this in place and start applying right into the lash line. I don't want a big strong line here. So now that I have my blue eyeliner on, kind of brightens up the whites of the eyes a little bit here. I'm going to apply some white eyeliner in the waterline here. Now that I have my top and bottom eyeliner on, I'm going to use my Lorac Pro Palette again. I'm going to use my accent brush. I'm going to take this color here, Slate, and dab just a little bit on. And right in the corner there, right, some liner. And then I'm going to start to make a V. And that just kind of pulls my eyes out and gives them a little bit more of a cat eye shape without doing like a big winged out eyeliner. So I'm going to curl my lashes and put some mascara on. Okay, so now I'm going to do my lipstick. I am going to use a bright color. It's by Stila. It's a Longwear liquid lip color. And this is in Caprice 02. Now I really want to make sure I'm wiping a lot of the product off of this wand because it can look a little cakey. I love the way this formula smells. It's kind of like vanilla cupcake almost. So this is a bright lip to kind of call more attention to my lips versus my eyes, so hopefully make my eyes look less tired, even though we've done some good concealing and some makeup to kind of brighten everything up. But I like fun lip color now and then. I'm not a huge fan of how matte this looks though. I like glossy stuff. So I'm going to put some gloss over the top of it. The one that I'm using is by Revlon. It's the Revlon Colorburst 012 in Orchid. Now I know it's going to impact the way that the All Day lip color wears. It's obviously not going to make it all day lip color anymore. But I just really don't like the finish on these Stila colors without any gloss. And I'm really just going to add it to the center of my lips. because I don't want it to migrate to the edges and then make the color completely just migrate. And it's also going to give the lips a bit more of a full effect. So this is the finished look. Hopefully I look way less tired than I did beforehand. So thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time.